people today have reinterpreted the traditional Islamic understanding around homosexuality and rulings to do with homosexual acts.
The story of Sodom and Gomorrah is a story about a town that was doing horrible acts of rape, acts of incest, not a condemnation of same-gender loving relationships.
It wasn't homosexuality that these people were involved in, it was acts of rape.
How is this aggressive sexual assault in any way or form analogous to the legitimate human need for intimacy, affection, and companionship for LGBTQ Muslims? There is absolutely no connection, there is absolutely no analogy here.
Can we elaborate on this in light of the conversation?
Yeah, so this is another example where you have certain people who have already accepted a certain preset notion ID. And then they come to the Quran and Sunnah with that framework, with their ID, and they try to place that ID into the Quran, rather than actually taking the Quran for what it is. The Quran itself says, what does the Quran say? The Quran says, Lut was speaking to his people. And he says to his people, إِنَّكُمْ لَتَأْتُونَ الرِّجَالَ شَهْوَةً مِّن دُونِ النِّسَاءِ. Verily you people, you go to males out of lust rather than going to females. So the general argument that is made by these people who want to reinterpret this verse, they say that this verse is referring to rape, that these men were going to other men and raping them.
It wasn't homosexuality that these people were involved in, it was acts of rape.
This is their reinterpretation. We can clearly see that if it's saying that men shouldn't be raping other men, but the rest of the verse says that you go to males out of lust instead of out of females. So if it is not okay to rape men, then does it become okay to rape women?
Of course not.
According to their reinterpretation, if you follow their logic, then it should be allowed to rape women, which is definitely not the case. So there's something there that is allowed between a male and a female, which isn't allowed between a male and another male. So it can't be rape, because rape isn't allowed between a male and a female. So these type of arguments, you can clearly see that they have preset notions, preconceived ideas. And I want to make and stress the point that what we are talking about here, when we criticize, or when the verse criticizes males going to another male, what we're criticizing is not your orientation, your sexual orientation. Rather, we are criticizing you acting upon that sexual orientation in any way. Islam, the Quran, our tradition, without any difference of opinion, has agreed upon that you acting upon your sexual orientation, the actual act of going to another male out of lust, are forbidden, without any disagreement. As for the orientation in and of itself, because it's involuntary, then the Sharia has nothing to say. It is not forbidden. It's something out of your control, and you as a person needs to control this inclination.
كل حي نصيب وللناس